bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ray. Say good morning, fairy rat mother. Good morning, fairy rat mother. Did you hear it? That was her. She said good morning to you. I know you heard it. I know you did. You heard it. Hey, Amanda. Say hey, Amanda. Hey, Amanda. See, she said it. I know you heard it. That was absolutely her talking. She said it directly to you. Directly. Hey, Avery. Say hey, Avery. Hey, Avery. See, that was her. She said to me, Avery. Someone's gonna walk in here and think that I am insane. Oh, listen, Ray, you know I'll never complain. Stephanie's here. Do you want to say hi, baby E? Hi, baby E. You want to say hi to her mommy, too? Hi, baby E. Yeah. We're like on the edge and tired, but like not willing to go to sleep. Or all of it. No, I would just say, like, if someone came into the live and didn't know us, they'd be like, why is that weird lady talking for her baby? I don't know. Why is that weird lady talking for her baby? Why? Oh, what? 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 Did you all see the video of her meeting Ariel? Because if you didn't, you should go and come back, because it's worth it. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Anya. Did you see the video of this girl meeting Ariel? It was the best, I agree. One of the best things of my life, for sure. It was so cute. So cute. You are so cute. Everyone says you're so cute, sweetheart. Good morning. Good morning. Why are you licking my hand? Oh, there's a choice. Okay, well, she's licking Mommy's hand. That's where we've decided to go. We've decided to go on hand licking. Hand licking. In less than a year, she'll be saying hi to us for real. Yes, she will. Yes, she will. That's true. 100% true. Do you guys want to see? I should have used it this morning. I don't know what was wrong with me that I didn't use it. Oh, you're so upset with me. Do you want to see the cup that Secret Husband got for himself at Disney? Probably our dog. That's right, yeah. Okay, we're going to show them the cup that Daddy bought for himself at Disneyland. It's so exciting. Another green flag moment. Hold on. I know, sweetheart. I know. Look at this. Look at this mug, you guys. Isn't that an amazing mug? Yeah. I know. Oh yeah, mug trivia. We need to finish that. I know, honey. Give Mommy 1 second. Give Mommy 1 second. La, la, la. Give Mommy 1 second. Give Mommy 1 second. La, 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 la. Mommy's gonna get your ice pop. Everything's gonna be great. Okay. I heard the maternity church and matches. Oh, you do? That's amazing. Okay, look. Here's your ice pop. You don't have to be sad. You have ice pop. Mommy made an ice pop that's got breast milk and strawberries in it. Come on now. The best thing about the Nespresso milk frother is warm. Please, tell me about it, Anya. Can't live without it. When I was at my aunt's house and I was having cold milk, I was like sticking it in the microwave. It was weird. Is that yummy? Milk and strawberry? Whoa. It is strawberries and cream, right? Strawberry milkies. Strawberry milkies. Strawberry milkies. Strawberry milkies. Strawberry milkies. La 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 la. Is this empty? Yes, it is. Strawberry milkies, la 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 la, strawberry milkies. Okay, mommy will open another one. Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little girl who likes berries and cream. Are you? Are you a little girl who likes berries and cream? Yeah. You're so tired. You should just give up the ghost, huh? Just give it up, baby. Just give it up. Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little girl who likes berries and cream. You say that? Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little girl who loves berries and cream. I'll paint my nails while this. That's great. I say yes. Paint your nails. My nails are actually in okay shape right now, so I'm alright. Oddly enough. Berries and cream, berries and cream. Oh, you were asking Isabella, not me. I thought you were asking me about my nails, which is so ridiculous. Yeah. Oh. You want more? Yeah. Is that so yummy? Is that so yummy? Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy? Yummy, yummy? Do you want the other kind of pop that's easier to get to faster? This one doesn't melt fast enough for you anymore? No? Okay, we'll get the other one. Alright, hold on, friends. We just gotta rinse something real quick so that she can have the other kind of pop. Real fast. I gotta make sure this is clean. Looks clean. Is this for you? Just give it on me 1 second, okay? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay. That is for you. There you go. There you go. Is that so yummy? Is that so yummy? Can you hold it for mommy? Because mommy's not going to have a hand in a second. Can you hold it? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, feed it to me. Wow, nice sharing, girl. Wow, so sherry. Let's go to the mat because we're not asleep and we don't even want to bother with it. We're just going to eat our pop. We're going to sit over here on our mat. We're going to put our friends in the tripod. We're gonna sit slowly with the coffee. Oh, I didn't spill. Oh, that was amazing. Did you guys see that? Okay, that was kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I managed to sit and not spill anything, including you guys. Okay, that's why ring sling is a win, right? Okay, you want out? Boom. There you go. There you go. Okay, whew. All right, let's get our coffee. Let's get our glasses. Next level momming. Yeah, I thought it said morning. I was like, I don't know if this is a next level morning, but momming, you're right. Sure, me too. Yeah, no, same, Anya. Okay, so really quickly, before we get started, I just wanted to tell you guys something because many of you would probably be the people that it would affect. And so I'm not going to harp on it, but I do want to tell you if you are ever approached by someone and they are telling you something about me, consider the source, okay? that's all I'm going to say. I know you guys know what you know, but don't, you guys aren't these people anyway. No one who's in a book club is going to blindly believe people who tell them things. But, you know, there are people who do things and they want to turn situations into something that they're not. So if someone approaches you and says like, oh, Sasha did XYZ, just consider the source, right? When you think about me, I probably laughed in their face because I'm not too pure. We all make mistakes, right? But one thing that I am is an over communicator, and I think you guys know that. No, I mean, like, I make mistakes, guys. There's no part of me that would ever say I'm perfect. But if anyone tells you like, oh, Sasha doesn't communicate properly or like whatever like that, and they're trying to like spread rumors, if anything, I over communicate with everybody. You know, I'm always in the chat, I'm always posting, I'm always giving you guys updates as best I can. If I'm ever gone for a day, I always tell you it's what's going on is because the baby. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely, Anya, definitely. You have yogurt all over your face, my dear. So I just wanted to let you all know, if someone comes to you with that and says stuff like that, just be like, that's interesting. Why would someone say that? And then assess that person and see if they're a good communicator before you believe them. You know what I mean? That's all. Okay. Please take your ice pop. Thank you. 2 hands. And if you're not immediately available, it should not be. No, yeah. No one can be available 24/7, especially when they have a 7-month-old. Like, literally, oh my God, can you imagine? Stephanie's about to experience this life, and many of you have already experienced this life. Stephanie, I'm here for you. Just like everyone in here was here for me. We all have to support one another in these situations because, why are you putting it in your eyeball, though? Okay. Listen, if it makes you happy, it's not pokey, so I'm not going to stop you. Maybe I am. I actually don't know. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to stop her. Did I do something? Is it me? No, definitely not. Feels good, Mom. Roxy, you haven't done anything. I'm already planning for the crash out. Yeah, what I was actually going to say about that, Stephanie, is I think the community of people in general, but women in general who are here to support one another, especially in the mom stuff, is really important. Yogurt is good for your eyes. Yeah, okay. Anyone has a problem with your communication is probably a T. Yes, exactly right. That's exactly right. So what I was going to say to Stephanie is I felt so incredibly supported in my pregnancy and early postpartum, and still, right? And all I can do is pay it forward. You know, all I can do is pay it forward. And so we pass it on to each new mom because, I don't know, this is our community in the way that there were like community centers, and we don't do church, most of us, but churches used to sort of provide that for families, right? Maybe to the detriment of some people, but like, get down with your bad self. I don't know. I don't know how to end that one. Yay. I made a joke when we were at Disneyland and I said, pray for me. And someone was like, I can't believe you said pray for me. I was like, I know, but like, it's a phrase. It's a colloquial phrase that everyone understands. I didn't literally mean like pray to an actual God. I meant like go, oh my God, I hope Sasha's going to be okay. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I actually meant. Oh, she's here. Kimberly's here. Yeah, and she knew. She thought it was funny that because like, you know me. You guys know I don't actually pray. But I might go, whoo, pray for me. You know what? I think it's a holdover from being raised in a religious household. You know, those phrases just stick in your head. You guys know that I have, finding community outside of religion can be difficult unless you're a theater kid. But what I was going to say was, did you guys know if you want a village, be a villager? That's right. Hey, I love that. I love that, Sloth. If you want a village, be a villager. Yes, if you want to have a village, be a good member of society. Yes. What a line. What a line. If you want to... You threw your ice pop at Mommy? And you think it's funny? She thinks it's hilarious. Well, if I may beg of you to finish your ice pop, 2 hands. 2 hands. Thank you. Good 2-hand work. I heard that recently and it hit hard. It's nice. Pray to your powers that be. The gods of the theater call upon you to read the Land of Stories. Do you want to read Land of Stories? Yeah? Okay. She sounds... I mean, I giggle as soon as you through it. She appreciates the laughter, honey. I mean, I called you honey. I don't sleep. If I call you honey, don't take it personally. Or do. It's a term of endearment, so maybe you should take it personally. She's raspberrying me now. Do you want to finish it? Do you want to finish it? It's yummy. It's yummy. It's so yummy. It's so yummy. 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 Okay, I'm gonna set it over here for a second, despite my better judgment, and we'll talk about that later. It's also universal blue. Yes, yeah, totally. Okay, so for anyone who wasn't here before, we are now in the fairy kingdom. That's like people being upset about it at the end of Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's just happy holidays. It's just it's just getting it going on. Can you take it? I really think you'll be better off if you hold this. She raspberried me again. That's her new thing. I also love Christmas. I don't even care. I'm a Christmas baby and I'm going with it. You can't stop me. I love decorations. No, Christmas mug in August. Don't care. Don't care. Drink out of it all year round. Don't care. Try to stop me. I dare you. You can't. You can't. Are you ready to keep reading about the fairy kingdom? She's smiling, so I'm going to take that as a yes. Happy Grinchmas. Yeah, secular Christmas is the best. You got the music, you got the decorations and all that. I can't wait to hear about that. I know. It's the jerks that get mad about. I know. Well, people get mad about everything, Nikki. They got an issue. They think that saying one, you know what it is? Fall is my favorite season also, Avery. They somehow believe someone celebrating one detracts from the other. I'm 1229 too. I'm 1229 also. So it's the same thing that happens with people who have the sanctity of marriage argument. And I'm like, and what I always say to them is, does this person marrying anyone else, regardless of their gender, affect your marriage? And if it does, we probably need to evaluate why you think that. And does someone celebrating Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, secular Christmas, whatever it may be, solstice, do people celebrating those affect your Christmas in your home? Probably not. And if you dropped me, Isabella, how could you? It hurt. I already pulled a muscle. I'm too old to be dropped. I tried to keep my Christmas decorations all year round. You know what? The only reason I don't keep them up all year round is because I feel like it would take away the excitement of it for me. It's not that I don't like them all year round. I think I would enjoy them. Like, we actually still have Christmas lights up here. You can see that. Secret Husband worked so hard to put those up that we just left them. But I think the rest of the Christmas decorations, I think it would take away the, like, for me, if I had them all the time. I like the sparkle of it, you know? Christmas lights from 20. I mean, like I said, they're not going anywhere. We're not taking them down. It was too hard to get them up. But I want the sparkle. I want the sparkle every year. We did, however, at Disneyland 2 days ago, purchase the 70th anniversary ornament for our baby to be able to put on the tree for her first tree. So that's exciting. I worked at Disneyland, hey Lainey, hey Ange, when it was the 50th anniversary, which was very exciting. So we have 50th anniversary stuff, and now she got to go for the 70th anniversary, which I think is really cool. You guys want to hear? Okay, before we get started, I want to tell you something that I think I have a dream. I have a dream. Are you ready? There is a picture of my mother riding Autopia on opening day of Disney because she went when it opened, okay? Because she was 8 years old when it opened. Very exciting, very cool. She got to ride it brand new, you know? I am hoping to have that picture blown up, and then my goal is, and I probably won't be, maybe I'll be around. Actually, I probably will be around. I would like to get a picture of my daughter on Autopia at the 100th anniversary and put them side by side. How cool would that be? Because she'll be alive for the 100th anniversary. I probably will too, at the rate I'm going. Hey Jack, how cool would that be? Is if we could be on it for the 100th anniversary. So like 100 years apart, her grandmother and her. Kind of adorable, right? Okay, that's all I have to say. You're done with this? You've decided no mas? Well, now it's got mommy hair all over it, so let's go with a no on that one. Okay, let's finish reading about the fairy kingdom, okay, sweetheart? Okay, here we go. So for anyone who wasn't here yesterday, they're trying to collect a fairy tear, and they have decided that they are going to help Trix, this tiny fairy, because she is being sent to trial and possibly going to be banished from the fairy kingdom. We don't know what the outcome of the trial is going to be, but they're gonna go be her emotional support, if you will. Oh my gosh, right? I can't believe, you guys, my friend Lainey right here and Anya met in real life because they live in the same town, and they like went up to each other and they were like, we both know Sasha. How cool is that? I thought that was pretty neat. What? You can't be upset already. Do you want to go in your bouncy? Can't be upset already. It's too early for upset. We haven't even read anything yet because we were chit-chatting. Okay. Wait. Wrong foot. Excuse me, my darling. Wrong foot. There you go. Oof, there we go. That was a journey. Okay. Here's this. Oh my gosh. Honey, what did you do to this bunny? You guys. He's hanging on by a thread. We love this bunny. Is this gonna be our first broken toy? Oh my God. How sad. Of course we can fix it, but what did she do to it? How did it happen? Yeah, she aggressively loves it. I mean, luckily I know how to sew, but it doesn't make me any less. I also know how to knit, which this looks like it's knitted, but anyway. All right, we're gonna read now, okay? Are you ready? Time for book. Are you ready to read? We're gonna read together as a family, okay? Okay, here we go. What's with all the glitter? Connor asked. I don't think it's glitter. I think it's magic, Alex said. And they reached the heart of the kingdom. They were becoming completely bewildered by what they saw. It was like they were standing in a gigantic tropical garden with large, colorful flowers of all shapes and species. There were weeping willows over small ponds, vines that grew up and around the trees, and there were beautiful bridges over many streams and ponds. There were fairies everywhere. Many flew around in the air, some just hovered right above the ground, and some walked on smaller paths adjacent to the ones the twins were on. They were all different shapes, sizes, and colors. Some were taller than Alex and Connor, and some were as small as Trix. Some didn't even appear to be solid, but rather made of pure light. Tinkerbell! There were just as many male fairies as there were females. Some of the fairies wore Did you just raspberry Tinkerbell? That's not helping while I'm trying to get your dad to do Peter Pan, Wendy, and Tinkerbell for Halloween. I think that's the perfect costume. You don't think it's the perfect costume? I think it's the perfect costume. Your dad even has red hair. Yeah. She has huge opinions. Huge. Some of the fairies wore gowns, others wore clothes that were made entirely of plant material, and some wore Nothing at all. Many had miniature homes in branches of trees or in mushrooms on the ground, and there were other fairies who lived underwater with colorful fish. Something about this place made Alex feel as if everything were right in the world. It gave her more hope, excitement, and happiness with every step she took. It was paradise. I can't wait for you to come meet her, Lainey. You're going to love her. Have you ever seen something so beautiful in your entire life? Alex asked her brother. Honestly, it's not too shabby, Connor said.
The Fairy Council operates in the Fairy Palace, and that is just up ahead,
Trix said and gestured for the twins to follow her over the pond. Of course, they took the bridge. They walked towards a palace made out entirely of golden arches and pillars. It was completely open. There were no more than 2 walls to line each room, and all the windows were tall with no glass. When you lived in a place as beautiful as this, who would want to keep out the environment? Trix took the twins to the center of the palace and into a long room with many seats in the front. This would be the perfect place for a wedding, Alex said, and at the front of the room there were 7 fairies, Alex and Connor's size. They looked like a living rainbow. Each dressed in a specific color, they stood behind podiums positioned over an arc.
That's the Fairy Council, Trix said. That's Rosette, the red fairy, Tangerina, the orange fairy, Xanthos, the yellow fairy, Emeralda, the green fairy, she's the most in charge, Skyline, the blue fairy, and Violetta, the purple fairy. Over there is Coral, the pink fairy.
Yeah, you like that voice, huh? You like Trix?
You think she's funny? You think she sounds silly? Is Trix so silly? Yeah.
That's a silly voice, huh, honey? You love it. Rosette was short and plump with very rosy cheeks. Tangerina was stylish and wore her orange hair in a large beehive with actual bees flying around it. Xanthos was male, and he wore a shiny suit with parts of him that were ablaze. Emeralda was tall and beautiful. She was black and wore a long emerald dress that matched her eyes and jewelry. Skyline was very pale and had hair the color of the sky and flowing robes the color of the sea. Violetta was the oldest and had grayish purple hair. I would love grayish purple hair, you guys. I will take grayish purple hair. If I have to be old, I want grayish purple hair. Coral was the youngest, no more than a few years older than the twins in appearance, and wore a simple pink dress and had a pair of pink wings on her back. The 2 empty seats were on either side of the podium. Well, who sits over there? Alex asked Trix. I'm on chapter 5 of your book I read. So, oh my gosh, wait, how do you like it? Chapter 5, it's getting good. That's like, it's really starting to get into it at chapter 5. Gray pink. Ooh, I would go with gray pink. Yeah, gray pink is good. Gray yeah, no, I have gray hair too. Do you see it? It's all over the place here. So like, why not the rest be pink or purple?
The fairy godmother sits on the left and Mother Goose sits on the right, Trix said. They complete the Fairy Council, although they're rarely here. They're always traveling around the kingdoms and helping people.
Is that you, Trix? Emeralda asked.
Yes, I'm here.
Trix peeped nervously and flew to the front of the podiums. You're late. Please come forward, Emeralda said. She was gracious but authoritative, someone the twins would definitely want in their corner during an altercation. Trix, do you know what you've been called before the Fairy Council for? Trix shamefully nodded her head.
Yes, ma'am.
Being a fairy requires a strong sense of responsibility, Tangerina said. Responsibility that you have not shown. I know, they're mad at her, right? Yeah. Trix nodded some more, swelling with tears in her eyes. I know, she squeaked. I know, right, Avery? It's getting exciting. Unfortunately, we cannot let your actions go unpunished, Violetta said. We need to make an example of you to reinforce the #1 rule of being a fairy, Rosette said. To never, under any circumstance, use your magic harmfully against any other person, place, or thing, Xanthos said. Unfortunately, there's only one thing left for us to do, Skyline said. We have to banish you from the fairy kingdom, Coral said. Trix covered her eyes, and she wept harder than she had all day. I understand, she said through her sobs. Whoa, 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 Connor yelled from the back. Hold on! Are you kidding me? He promptly walked to the front of the room and stood in the spot where Trix was hovering. Connor! Alex said and tried to grab him, but she was too late. Are you seriously going to ban her for making one little mistake? Connor asked the council with his hands on his hips. There was whispering and murmuring among them. They were appalled that someone so openly would question their judgment.
Please don't try to help me,
Trix whispered to Connor. Young man, who do you think you are? Xanthos said. Me? Oh, well, I'm just a kid, but even I can tell that your ruling is ridiculous, Connor said, and they all gasped, except for Emeralda, who kept her calm and imposing demeanor. Alex slapped an open palm right against her forehead. How dare you? Tangerina said, and the bees swirling around her hair grew mad and flew faster and faster around. You are out of line, Violetta said.
How disrespectful,
Coral said. How rude, Skylene said. Emeralda was the only member of the assembly to remain silent. She studied Connor with her emerald eyes. Silence, Emeralda ordered. She raised a hand, and her fellow assembly of fairies went quiet. Let the boy speak. I want to hear what he has to say. Go ahead, young man. Connor wasn't sure if this was a trick or not, but he did not hold back. Okay, listen. I'm not a fairy, thank God. But I'm not perfect either. I try to be the best person or best student possible, but every once in a while, look, I slip up. I forget a homework assignment, or maybe I fall asleep in class. My best effort isn't as good as someone else's might be, and no one should have the right to scold or punish me or even publicly humiliate me for it, Connor said. Trix knew what the rules were, and she still committed an offense against one of her peers, Rosette said. No one could be perfect, Connor said. And from what I heard, the guy had it coming. Where's his tribe? Why isn't he here? Why do I always get detention for sleeping in the ancient Mesopotamian class when someone should be punished for being so boring? The council continued to be outraged by his outburst. Many members did not want to tolerate it and tried to leave. I hear what the child is saying, Emeralda said. But we can't just pardon Trix. We're the Fairy Council. It wouldn't send a good message to the rest of the kingdoms, Tangerina said. Look, Orange Lady, Connor said. In the last week, my sister and I have almost been eaten by a witch, narrowly missed an attack by a pack of wolves, were almost killed by a passive-aggressive bridge troll, survived a burning castle, barely escaped the life of enslavement in the troll and goblin territory, and if you ask me, you've got bigger problems than a fairy turning a jerk's wing into leaves for a few minutes. Look, it looks like you've busied yourself with stupid little things so you feel like you're doing something, when in reality, you can't handle what's going on out there. The council went silent and all the members became very concerned. Enslavement? Skylene asked. You mean the trolls and goblins are still kidnapping and enslaving people? Yeah, Connor said. There were dozens of us down there. We really could have used your help, but I guess you were too busy slapping fairies on the wrist for playing pranks on one another. Although they held their stoic expressions, the council was secretly ashamed of themselves. Connor was right. They eyed one another for a moment before Emeralda broke the silence. On behalf of the council, I hereby forgive Trix for her crimes, Emeralda said. Xanthos, Skylene, and Tangerine, I say we pay a visit to the Troll and Goblin Kings immediately. Furthermore, let this be a lesson to all of us. Xanthos, Skylene, and Tangerina nodded, and then they disappeared into thin air with a pop. Thank you, Mr. Emeralda said. Wishington, Connor said. Connor Wishington. Emeralda smiled and then disappeared with the others. Trix flew up to Connor's face and gave him a huge hug.
That's the bravest and nicest thing that anyone has ever done for me,
Trix said. Connor looked back at his sister. She was beaming with pride. She was so proud of her brother. It was a look that Connor rarely got to see. You know, helping a fairy isn't going to take away any of the unhappy memories you have from school. Whoa. Alex was giving him a compliment. Hey, baby girl. Look, you haven't even played with this one over here. Look at this. Baby. Hey. Okay, you want out? Out. You smell like strawberries. It's delicious. You smell delicious. Well, you can't be mad about it. That was a compliment. Here. Baby girl. Here. That was a compliment.
That was really something, honey. No. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, look. Do you want to destroy this bunny some more?
Yes, we do want to destroy the bunny some more. Are you so mad at the bunny? Yeah.
You know, helping a fairy isn't going to take away any of the unhappy memories from school, Alex told him when she joined Connor and Trix near the podium, and Connor grinned slyly.
Hey, look, I had to say something. I would have regretted it if I didn't.
The remaining fairy council's fairies began to leave. Some simply walked off, others disappeared into thin air, leaving behind sparks or bubbles as they went. Coral was searching the room for something and patting her lap as she went. Here, Fisher. Where are you, Fisher? Coral said. A fish with 4 legs then ran past Alex and Connor and jumped into Coral's arms. Oh, there you are, Coral said. It's just about time for your lunch. Alex and Connor looked at each other confused, wondering if they had each just seen it too.
Hey, is that what I think it is?
Connor asked her. I think so, Alex said. Coral was just about to leave when the twins stopped her. Excuse me, Alex said. Where did you, get your fish? Oh, Fisher? Coral said. Oh, I dropped a wand in a lake once and... Honey, just give Mommy 1 second, okay? Here you go. There you go. La, 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 la. This is an important part, okay? Okay, let me go quiet, girl, for 1 second. Oh, Fisher, Coral said. I dropped a wand in the lake once, and I granted him a wish after he swam down and got it for me. He wished for legs, silly thing, so he could play with some boy who lived in the village nearby. But the boy ended up dying, sadly, so Fisher came to live with me. Coral's wings began to flap, and she flew away with her pet fish.
So that was what we thought it was,
Connor said. Yeah, Alex said, her head spinning with questions. That was the walking fish from Dad's story. Oh, Screechy Pants. Oh, Screechy Pants. Don't you find it exciting that they found the walking fish from their dad's story? I really want everyone who hasn't read the book before to focus on this moment. Their dad told them a crazy story about a walking fish, and they just saw the fish. Is that not crazy to you guys? Is that not crazy?
Come on, honey. You can't think that's not crazy.
You don't think that's crazy?
She thinks it's raspberries. You think you know? Wait, okay. Anyone who doesn't know, so no spoilers. Anyone who doesn't know anything, make a guess. Make a guess right now. I want to hear some guesses. And I'll react to them all the same so that there's no spoilers. Who do you think everyone is? If you have any guesses. No spoilers. No spoilers. I can tell you what my guess, what the dad is the one in the journal. Okay, that's good. I can tell you that wasn't my guess when we first read it. My guess was, my original guess, so this is not a spoiler. That's what I thought what Avery thinks. I thought that the dad was, like my first guess, and I'm not saying if it was right or wrong, but my original guess was that he was the missing prince from the Charming Kingdom. I didn't think of the journal at the time, so I couldn't say one way or another if I guessed that or not. Oh, ba 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 ba. But that was my guess. I said I believe him to be the missing prince. I'm not telling you if that's true or not.
Hey, hey, hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Mommy wanted to read a whole nother chapter today, but I can see that that's not going to happen, huh?
Okay, so we're going to end it on, you thought it was Grandpa? Oh, interesting. I like where your head's at, Nikki. That the person from the journal is the twins' grandpa. Interesting. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so we're going to start the new chapter on Monday, and maybe we're starting a new bedtime routine for her, so maybe she'll be asleep for book club on Monday. Yes, definitely book club on Monday. You like that? She loves the blah, 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 blah sounds. I can't even guess because my mind is reeling to remember the characters. Yeah, no, it's true. It's there's a lot of stuff that I didn't remember happening that I'm like, oh my God. Like I didn't remember the moment between Goldie and Jack at the gate, but it was so sweet, you know, and I loved reliving it even though I didn't remember it. So someone and I are gonna go to the farmer's market after I get her ready. Good morning, Catherine. And then I'm going to try to get a lot of work done today because Secret Husband has off on Monday. So I'm wondering if maybe he can take the baby for some hours each of these days and I can get extra work done. Because obviously I can work with her, but it's much faster to work without her. So I love you all and we will see you Monday. Maybe there'll be a slime live if he takes her. Maybe I'll do a slime live later. I didn't remember Jack and Goldie's moment. So cute. Yes, it was so cute. Oh, yes, I need to text her today. Oh, Nikki, thank you for the reminder. Okay, I'll text her right now. Okay, bye, guys.